representing a big number of books that you'll be reading depending on the programs that you'll be taking. So many books. And that today you are here is a sign that you have extracted the required amount of knowledge from these books. But the reminder is, this very big book is just representing one of the very, very many other books. So the knowledge that you've extracted from this book is significant, but it is representative of a very, very small portion. The continuous assessment tests, the written tests, the clinicals, and so on and so forth, all of them amount to a very, very small amount of knowledge that has been extracted from these books. So there is still a lot which is left, which is useful, and which must also be extracted. So learning has to be a continuous, it has to be a continuous process. You learn here today, it does not mean that you are coming to the end of the learning. This book and many other books are there for you, to challenge you. The mess here is saying that you are going to be authorities in your respective fields. You are commanders. And the biggest weapon is knowledge. And the knowledge is the repetition of facts in books. So your task, one, is to continue extracting knowledge from these books. But these books do not occur naturally, spontaneously. They are collections of information, useful information, which is the result of some work done by our colleagues. So we also have a task of making sure that the knowledge in the books is continually replaced and refined. It is continuously replaced and refined. Speak for your various programs that today degrees are going to be conferred on. Thank you.
Thank you. Dear guest of honor, the Chancellor. On the behalf of University Management, let me take this opportunity to welcome you all to the 8th graduation ceremony, in particular all those who are attending for the first time. You are all welcome. I'd like to take this opportunity to call upon the Vice Chancellor to officially constitute the congregation.
I have now the honor and privilege of calling upon the Chancellor to officially constitute this congregation into the 8th graduation ceremony of the University for awarding diplomas and degrees of the International Medical and Technological University.
With the authority bestowed upon me, I declare this congregation the 8th graduation ceremony of the International Medical and Technological University.
Hello. Dear Chairman, Your Excellency Dr. Ali Hassan Meni, Your Excellency High Commissioner Sandeep Arya, Professor Magaya, Honorable Members of the Council, graduating class of 2015, dear students and friends. This gives me a great joy and honor to be here in front of you this morning. I was here for the last graduation ceremony in December, I just came from the US at that time to be with you. So I remember Dr. Kawamba, Education Minister, giving a excellent message to over 300 graduates at that time. It is like yesterday because we went through so much of fun this last 1 year, so much of hard work. We did some excellent things, and we are in the process of transforming this university. And with the help of all the government authorities, with the help of all the friends, the council members, with the help of you, the students, and especially the staff, the teaching staff, administrative staff, everybody involved, and the support of the founder, we made so many good things happen this last 1 year. Result of that, we admitted 350 plus new students into our first year. That was a great accomplishment, and the results are started showing. We only have so many good things coming in the way. We are on the right track, and it's going to be a wonderful journey from now on. But we do have to work hard to make those happen. But today this is all about with the graduating students. We have extraordinary guests, the guest of honor, and other guests with us today. Before I call upon our esteemed guest of honor, I would like to request a couple of other distinguished guests to come and give a couple of their words to you. First, I would like to ask His Excellency High Commissioner Sandeep Arya to come and say a couple of words to you.
Honorable former President of Tanzania, Mr. Ali Hassan Mwinyi, the Chancellor, Mr. Subba Rao, Professor Mayanga, Vice Chancellor, Mr. Naidu, other colleagues and guests. I am very happy and honored to be present here today because the university is rooted and connected with India in a very integrated manner. The inauguration of the university happened about 19 years back by the former Prime Minister of India here. I think you are perhaps all aware of India's achievements in the field of technology, science, education, particularly areas related to medicine, I think have been an important part of that element. These are reflected in our achievements, India's achievements in the areas like medical education. Indian doctors, I think the numbers in which they are present in many of the most developed countries, including USA, UK, etc., the numbers are big. They are reflective of the quality of Indian medical education and reflective of the quality of Indian expertise, Indian technical personnel in those areas. Same is true of pharmaceutical industry globally, in which again India has fair amount of credit to its achievements in terms of the absorption of best technologies and providing affordable quality medicine around the world. And similarly, a lot of research and development is going on in India in areas relating to medicine, in areas relating to the highest fields of science and technology. So I'm very happy that Vigyan Foundation and this university represents that effort to bring some of those things and share them with Tanzania. And I think this university is an example of that effort which has been done over the last few years. We heard also of the vision of the chairman and the vice chancellor of the university in terms of how they want to take it forward in the coming years, and I'm sure it will take forward this effort which the university is undertaking with its plans to expand it in multiple areas. I wish them good luck. I would also like to mention that the India-Tanzania relationship has been very strong in multiple areas. It is the foundation of the relationship is very big, and I hope our guest of honor agrees and all in terms of his own support and association with India-Tanzania relationship. We have excellent political understanding. We have very good trade and investment relations. We have very good relations in areas relating to culture, in areas relating to people-to-people ties, in areas of education, in areas of healthcare, and lots of other related areas. I think it is our endeavor as the High Commission of India in Tanzania try to expand and develop that relationship. The environment here looks very positive in terms of taking it forward. And we see this university as a symbol also of that effort to try to strengthen those ties. Congratulations to all the students who are receiving graduation here, and I wish them success and good luck. Thank you very much.
And now I would like to request Professor Magaya to talk to you a couple of minutes.
The guest of honor, His Excellency Ali Hassan Mwinyi, the founder of this university, Subarao, the Vice Chancellor, Mr. Naidu, members of the Chairman of Council of this university, Dr. Lumbanga, other members of Council present here today, senior university management, the soon-to-be graduates of INTU, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm from the Tanzania Commission for Universities. Allow me to join hands with the Vice Chancellor to thank all who worked so hard to make sure that this university stays on course, this university remains on course. But more importantly, for making sure that you the graduates of today, realize your dream. It has been a lot of hard work. Tanzania Commission for Universities is mandated to ensure that universities perform as expected by the society, but again, more importantly, to ensure that quality assurance processes in universities are in place. And I'm very happy to inform you that over the last year, TCU has worked very hard, very closely with university management in addressing all issues pertaining to quality. And today we have INTU at a new level in terms of quality. And we'll continue to work together very closely with INTU to ensure that education that you receive or Tanzanians receive at this university is comparable to any other university in the world. Once again, thank you very much for the opportunity to say a word or two, and thank you very much for your kind attention. Asante sana.
I also want to recognize few of our council members who continually guide us, provide their intelligence related to university strategy, growth plans. First it is, I would like to recognize Dr. Ambassador Lumbanga, former Chief Secretary of Tanzania. Also would like to recognize Ambassador Isa Navarro. I also want to recognize Professor Idris Mitalia. Now, this is my distinct honor and pleasure, and having this opportunity to introduce our distinguished guest of honor, His Excellency Hassan Mwinyi. It goes like this. I believe that teachers should never expect to be served. Their only motivation comes when students succeed in life. These are the words from this great man, teacher, and a true leader. it is both an honor and a privilege to have a role model of note, a man of distinction, His Excellency Alhaji Ali Hassan Muni. Dr. Muni was born on May 8, 1925 in Kiwiri, Tanganyika, and was raised in Zanzibar. Dr. Muni began his professional career as a teacher, became principal at the Zanzibar Teacher Training College. Dr. Muni has taken his level of excellence one step further, entered into politics in 1963, became permanent secretary to the Ministry of Education in Zanzibar. Later, he was appointed to the Tanzanian cabinet as Minister of State in the President's office in 1970. He held various government positions in succeeding years, including Minister of Health and Home Affairs, 1980 to 83, and Minister of Natural Resources and Tourism, 83 to 84. He also served as ambassador to Egypt for 5 years. When elected as President of Zanzibar and Chairman of Zanzibar Revolutionary Council in 1984, Dr. Mini also elected as President of Zanzibar, and he also served as Vice President in Dr. Julius Nyerere's cabinet. He was elected Vice Chairman of Tanzania's ruling party CCM in 1984 and was adopted as the sole presidential candidate by the CCM party and elected in 1985. And he was re-elected to a second term in October 1990 and became chair of the ruling party CCM at that time. Once during a meeting, Dr. Julius Nyerere introduced him as a righteous man, impartial and respectful, who has never sought fame or used his position to advance his ambition. And as far as the honors goes, there are so many to list, but few of them. In 2011, he was given the highest award of Tanzania, Honor System of Order, Mwalimu Julius Nyerere's Award. In 2013, he was awarded Doctor of Philosophy in Business Management from the East African University. In 2014, he was given Honorary Doctorate of Science from the Kampala International University. The list goes on. There are several awards. Ladies and gentlemen, without delaying, I would like to introduce, please join me in welcoming a nice, warm welcome to our guest of honor, Dr. Alhaji Ali Hassan Muni, to address you this morning before you go and get your degrees.
Honorable Mr. Subarao, founder and chairman of the International Medical and Technological University, chairman of the Virginian Education Foundation. Professor Yunus Mkungaya, Executive Secretary, Tanzania Commission for Universities. Professor Sylvia Temu, Director of Higher Education in the Ministry of Education and Vocational Training. Mr. Naidu Katuri, Vice Chancellor, IMTU. Members of IMTU Governing Council. Deputy Vice Chancellors, Deans, Professors, and lecturers at IMTU, graduating students, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Assalamu alaikum. First and foremost, I am very thankful to God Almighty for granting us health and energy, and likewise for enabling us to assemble here this morning to mark with zeal the special occasion, the 8th graduation ceremony of IMTU. I consider it great privilege to be part of IMTU. I consider it a great privilege to be part of IMTU today and officiate in this 8th graduation ceremony of this university. I thank the IMTU management team for inviting me. The establishment of IMTU symbolizes the long-standing friendship between Tanzania and India and solidifies the South-South cooperation among developing countries. I have been informed that in the last 18 years of its existence, 1,100 doctors, nurses, and laboratory technologists graduated from this university. This included 840 doctors, 208 nurses, and 26 lab technicians. Our nation desperately needs many doctors, nurses, and other healthcare professionals to care for the people and to address healthcare challenges in line with the Hapa Kazi 2 initiative. While there is one doctor for every 400 Americans, in Tanzania there are one doctor for more than 40,000 Tanzanians. This is a tremendous gap that needs to be addressed immediately with all the resources in our reach. This scenario is similar to that existing in the most countries of Africa. I recognize the efforts IMTU has made so far in furthering the medical education and preparing medical professionals in this country. I'm equally excited by the future plans of this institution in expanding its academic programs and partnerships and research activities in the areas of science, technology, and business management. Prioritizing national efforts in preparing young doctors, engineers, and other professionals to serve our people while building friendship among our nations. I wish IMTU all the success for her growth plan. To you, the new graduates, I congratulate you for choosing to become health professionals and for successfully completing your first degrees. Remember, you are members of a noble profession. Noble profession includes judges and religious leaders, people who serve others selflessly, valued and respected in the community. rather than by personal gains, such as income. There are people called for sacrifice. Observe all the professional ethics and do not expect to be rewarded for all your services. Do not take bribes or favors. Strive to become an example by your own health, the health of your family, and that of your clients in prevention of diseases and prevention. I thank the Almighty God for helping me to make the right choices in my life. One thing that I do regularly is physical exercise. Including jogging. I have chosen not to smoke and not to take alcohol. I challenge you. May God bless you, young men and women. Ladies and gentlemen, with these few remarks, I'm happy to declare that the 8th into graduation ceremony is now open. Thank you very much.
I'd like to take the opportunity to call upon the Vice Chancellor for Academics to do that. And one announcement before